I feel like you're gonna thank me for this one day. So we tend to shoot egg videos after bedtime, I guess. So this is a little bit of a midnight snack, late night snack episode. Today we're gonna make one of my favorite new discoveries. It's not really a discovery, it was introduced to me by a friend, Emily, who I'm hoping to have on the show sometime when we're all allowed to hang out again. So it's olive oil scrambled eggs, and I don't know why I had never thought of this before. I think it's because I was like, well, won't your eggs taste like olive oil? And the answer is yes. And that's exactly the point. And it's delicious. All you need are eggs, olive oil, salt, a bowl, and a whisk. And I don't usually whisk eggs. I usually fork eggs. But in this case, I do whisk them because I really want them to be emulsified. And you use a little bit of water too. So I'm making enough for one person, which to me is 2 eggs, sometimes 3, but we'll go with 2. I'm always cracking my eggs on a flat surface. A few people lately have told me that they never knew about that trick until I told them, so that's pretty sweet. It just works better. You just need to crack an egg. You don't need to shove an edge of a bowl inside of an egg. So to measure the oil and the water, I like to use the eggshell just because we already have it. So I use half an eggshell, just a little bit shy, full of water. So it's about a tablespoon. And I just dump that right in. Pop the yolks. And just give them a little whisk. And once they're very well whisked, it's time to start adding the olive oil. So again, I'm using the eggshell to measure it. If you didn't have an eggshell, well, you're gonna have an eggshell because you're gonna crack eggs. But if you didn't want to use an eggshell, then you could use just like free pour, really. And I'm gonna go like a full half eggshell. So this is like I'm gonna say it's like a full tablespoon at least. Should I measure it just to see? What is half an eggshell the equivalent to? I have a tablespoon here. I'm just gonna see what this is. It's a full tablespoon, folks. That's amazing. It's actually exactly, do you see that? I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. All right, so 1 tablespoon, i.e. 1/2 eggshell. Beauty. So the thing about this is you want to add it slowly. You want to kind of pretend you're making like mayonnaise or hollandaise sauce. So just whisk gently and pour the olive oil in a steady stream. Nice. By the way, I'm not using crappy olive oil. I'm using very nice olive oil. I've been really enjoying this one. I talked about it last episode, I think, or a couple episodes ago. The broccoli carbonara episode, I talked about it. It's a nice Portuguese one. I think the key to finding good olive oil is buy one that looks like it might be kind of good, and buy it and taste it and smell it, and if you like it, then it's good. I think more or less with olive oil, a lot of people, including me for a while for some reason, would just like assume it's good and then just not pay attention. And it's like, yeah, it's not great. Anyway, so this is the egg mixture. It's nice and emulsified, and there's no, it just looks like scrambled eggs, which it is. We're not really reinventing the wheel here. We're just making some really nice scrambled eggs. So let's go to the stove. I've got a little pan here. This is a non-stick pan. I only use it for eggs. That's all I do. I always have one small pan that is just for eggs, and it doesn't really even get washed or touch water. I just give it a little wipe out when it's done with a dry towel, and then it's on medium heat. So I'm gonna pour a little bit more olive oil in, and it's been preheating for a few minutes, so it should be fine. And then I'm just gonna dump in my eggs and whisk them nice and steadily with a spatula. And it's not gonna sizzle because I don't want it to sizzle because that would be too hot. It's just gonna sort of gently cook them. So I'm doing a bit of a slow scramble here. And then once they're in the pan, that's when I put salt in. And I use like a 4-finger pinch. That's how I measure salt. And the thing with scrambled eggs is if you like those big wavy kind of folds, then you should let them set a bit and then kind of push them and move them around less. If you like really small, like that custardy creamy curds, then you really move it around lots and really whisk it. I kind of just do whatever I feel like that day. Today I'm doing something about halfway in between. So when they're starting to really look like they're set, that's when I take them off the heat. So I'm not going to cook them any more than that. This is like plenty cooked. So I'm just going to take them off and let's have a little taste. This is just, to me, like the perfect late night snack, simple breakfast, dinner for one. This is just one of those simple pleasure foods that you can just, you know, curl up with. I might add a bit of pepper though, because eggs with pepper are wonderful. So yeah, they taste like olive oil, really nice olive oil, and they taste like soft, silky, delicious scrambled eggs. That's it. I'm just gonna eat my eggs now, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this little hot tip, and if you did, by all means hit the like button, and if you like cooking shows on the regular, hit the subscribe button too, because I do this every Wednesday. So simple. Almost feels like I'm cheating. This one's so easy.